9 years ago, my grandmother passed away, and it was one of those things where you would never expect it to happen. I was young, so I didn't understand that she was sick. I didn't understand that she was going to pass away soon, and whenever it happened, it really didn't feel real, right? It felt like it was just like this false reality, and I was going to wake up, and she was going to be there the next day. And then day after day, she wasn't there. And obviously, that's not the point of this video, but that's how I'm going to start this video, because I need you to understand that everything you have right now, everything you are right now, everything you're going to be, it's temporary, okay? You're only here once. You're only here one specific time. So what are you going to do with it? Everyone's going to die. You're going to die. I'm going to die. Every single person watching this video is going to die. And in 100 years, we'll all be fucking dead. Every single one of us will be dead. We won't be here anymore. So what I need you to understand is that you have one opportunity, one chance in this world. So what are you going to do with it? Who do you want to be? That's what you have to sit there and ask yourself, because I see so many people who have died by the time that they're 20. They stop living. They live for somebody else, and they have no passion. They have no purpose. They have no health. They have nothing pushing them to be better. And that's when you die. It's not when you're buried. That's the second you die. Some of you are already dead, or at least it might feel that way. Some of you have stopped trying to improve, have stopped trying to get a better body, get a better mindset, trying to elevate your life. And whenever you're not improving, you're basically dead. Your life is pointless. And that sucks. That sucks to hear. I understand that. But whenever you are not progressing and you have no goals, nothing pushing you, nothing motivating you, what purpose do you truly have? You have to understand that motivation is not this pill that's going to magically fix everything. Motivation is a tool to get to the reality that you desire. So if you want to get to that reality, do you need motivation? No. Does it help? Yes. But that being said, the way that you acquire motivation is by looking at your circumstance and deciding that that is not the circumstance you want to position yourself in for the rest of your life. I said it before. So many people die without living the life they truly want to live. I live in Pittsburgh. I drive through the city and I see homeless people all down the streets. Do you think when they were 10 years old growing up, raised by their parents, even if they didn't have parents, but do you think when they were 10 years old growing up, they envisioned themselves being homeless on the street, begging for a couple dollars so they could do drugs? No. Of course not. Why the fuck? No. No one ever dreams of that. Do you think the people who are working 60, 70 hours a week just to provide for their family, make ends meet, and they have no extra money, they can't do anything fun, they're just miserable, do you think that's the life that they envisioned when they were a little kid? When they were playing with Barbie dolls and toy cars? Do you think that's the life that they envisioned? Do you think that 6-year-old kid envisioned themselves being overweight, being out of shape, not being able to get up and just do day-to-day tasks because of their health? Fuck no. Of course not. No one envisions that life, but they still live it, okay? And if you are living that life, you need to understand that you're going to keep living it every single day. You will never stop living that life if you don't take active steps to make a change. This isn't a motivational video. This is a wake-up call, okay? Because if you're not living that life, if you're not taking the steps of that life, then what is your purpose? What purpose do you truly have? Do you want to be exactly where you are right now? If you're not motivated, you need to ask yourself that. Do I want to be the exact same person that I am now for the rest of my life? Is that who I want to be? And if your answer is no, then that is your sign that you need to do something about it. No one's going to make that change for you, okay? I see it on the news all the time. I see shootings and murders and all this shit of people just getting killed, getting robbed of their life. Tomorrow is not promised. So if you're not already that person, then you don't know how much time you have to achieve that. You don't know how much time you have to become the role model you want to become, to get in physical health. It is a shame if you grow old and you end up dying and you never see the beauty that your body is truly capable of. And I know you might not be there just yet, but it doesn't matter if you're taking those steps. It does not matter if you are working towards that dream position, that dream body. But if you're doing nothing towards it, then of course you're just going to have a terrible life. Of course, you're never going to have motivation because nobody's ever gotten you up off your ass and nobody's told you that you need to make a change. I'm here telling you now, you need to make a change. Ouch, that sucks. Sorry, you need to make a change. There is no other option. You can't stay the same forever. It's not going to work unless you want to die like the rest of those people without living the life that you truly desire. Even people that have died and experienced everything they want to experience, they were still on limited time, and they still probably had more things that they wanted to do with their life. There's always more that you can do and experience. Do you want to die without having the body that you've dreamed of? Do you want to die without living the life that you desire to live. Of course you don't. Of course you want to experience what that life is like. You're only here one singular time, so why are you wasting your life? What drives you? What fulfills you? Chase it. Chase what fulfills you. Chase what motivates you. And more importantly, take care of your health. Bring your health in check. You're taking 10 years off your life just because you're out of shape and just because you're not physically fit and because you're overweight or you're extremely underweight. One of those things, it's like you're literally already on limited time and you're just lowering that time by the choices you make every single day. Why the fuck would you do that? If you're just engaging in these unhealthy habits, you're drinking every day, you're smoking every day, you're using substances, you're eating 10,000 calories a day, just getting fat as shit, not taking care of your health, you're not going for walks, you're not going to the gym. Come on, dude. Get your shit together. Like, how are you going to do that your whole life? You might be a younger man watching this. You might be around my age even, or you might be an older man. But I want you to think, if you have kids, obviously, and this would already apply to you, but if you don't have kids, I want you to think of this. If you grow up and get married and you have kids, what are your children going to think of you? Are your children going to be amazed at who you are? Are they going to be proud of who you are? Or are they going to be ashamed of you? Are they going to think, wow, I wish I was nothing like my dad? Do you know how painful that would be? If your kids looked at you and thought that they wanted to be nothing like you, if your kids took one look at you and they were fucking embarrassed at who you were and they knew they wanted to be nothing like you, how would you feel? How would that make you fucking feel? If your kids thought that you were a loser, if your kids thought that you were physically out of shape and your kids couldn't look up to you, you need to be a role model for other people in your life. Otherwise, you are nothing. You have not amounted to shit. Okay? Are you going to be a role model? Are you somebody who could be looked up to? That's what you need to ask yourself. You don't need motivation. You need to just understand that your life is going to stay the same forever unless you do something about it. If that's motivation, sure, call it motivation, but it doesn't fucking matter, okay? You don't need to be motivated. You just need to show up every day and understand that your situation is not going to change if you don't make it. Your situation is your own fault. It's nobody else's fault. And you need to take the steps to change it. Otherwise, you will forever stay the same. Do you want to be the person you are right now? Are you the person that you'd like to be for the rest of your life right now? Your answer is probably not. And you might be upset that you're not that person, but I'm here to tell you now that it doesn't matter where you are right now. It matters where you attempt to go. It matters where you attempt to be. You could get knocked down 100 times, but if you get up 101, then you're still fine. It doesn't matter, but you have to keep taking those steps. You have to keep working towards becoming that person. Otherwise, you will never be that person ever in your life. You don't need motivation. You need to understand that you are on limited time. Every single day, the clock is ticking. You only have so much time on this earth. You only have so much time to become the person you want to become, the role model, the man or woman you want to become. So what the fuck are you doing waiting? Your time is already limited, and half of the habits you have every single day are cutting that time back even more. You drinking and smoking every single day, you chasing these unfulfilling things, all you're doing is wasting your time. There's so much out there to experience. There's so much to live for, but you're not even living for yourself anymore. You're going through the motions and you're just walking every single day, just accepting that this is your life, accepting that you are put in this shitty situation and nothing's ever gonna change. I'm here to tell you now, you can make the change. I didn't like who I was. I didn't like where I was at. I had formed bad habits. I was even going to the gym and I still had terrible habits. And it took a traumatic event for me to break those habits and become who I needed to be. But it doesn't need to take a traumatic event. It just needs to take a wake-up call where you understand that you are not living the life you want to live right now. And if you want to live a different life, then you have to make the change. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Yes, it took a traumatic event for me, but it doesn't have to for you. All it needs to take is you coming to the realization that nobody's coming to fucking save you. Save yourself. No one's coming to save you. You have one life. You are limited in this life. You only have a certain amount of time. You could die tomorrow. You could die next week. There's no telling when you are going to die. Shit happens. You never really know how much time you have left. So what are you going to do with it? If you were going to die tomorrow, then what would you want your life to look like today? What would you want to have, materialistic? Who would you want to be externally and internally? Who is the person you would want to look like, feel like, and act like every single day? I want you to get off this video as soon as it's over because I need the watch time. But I need you to get off this video and ask yourself genuinely, who do I want to be? And as soon as you figure that out, Go become that person, because you are truly capable, and I'm living proof of it. My clients are living proof of it. You can become that person, but it's on you, and it's not on anyone else.